likes what I'm saying already. He likes what I'm saying. Look at these MAGA people counter-demonstrating right about our thing are acting really aggressive, much different from the way we act. They're a much smaller group. So I just flagged down a cop and said, you know, you should be watching. He said he was just turning around to do something. We're going to watch to make sure he's doing that.
You guys are blocking the sidewalk. Can't do that.
Good. Okay, good. All right, let me say something. So the cop is walking over to them. There's this psychotic woman that I saw the other day who is yelling through a bullhorn, and she somehow has one of the most irritating voices in the history of the world, and she can't stop. She cannot stop. And they're over there. One of the signs says, we love ICE. What does it say? Oh, thank you, ICE. Okay. So that's like saying, thank you, Gestapo. Thank you for a totalitarian government. Thank you for a police state. Thank you for fucking up the world. Thank you for killing somebody in Minnesota. What can you thank somebody for in that way and sound, you know, rational? With a straight face, how can you thank a fascist movement that is taking over or trying to take over our country? We can't allow them. Most of the cars going by are supporting our side. We're in Burlington, Massachusetts, which is a very suburban, basically not a very exciting place, and we're behind a mall. But guess what's here? Right down the street is a very nondescript office building. And in the basement of the office building is a place that we call Torture Chamber, Massachusetts #1. No, it's an ICE facility, and it's got all the attributes, all the characteristics from what we know of an ICE facility, which means no beds, no this and that. Now, Johans is looking very much in the opposite direction, not because he doesn't love me, but he's looking at these two cops who finally came over to deal with these wackos. And the wackos are called MAGA wackos. So we're glad that the cops are doing their job, okay? And one of the things I'll talk about later is about the difference between a police force or, and a MAGA force, as a paramilitary force. And a paramilitary force is not the same at all as doing, so there's a lot of yelling now. It's a little bit distracting. We can pretend that we're at a major demonstration. This is unsettling. It's unsettling. And it's very depressing to think that people would support that. But at least we have way more people on our side.
Bravo.
So don't use okay.
Now we got Johnny.
All right. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. First time talking here, but I have talked a lot. All right, so one of the things that we notice is the distortion of language. So one of the things that happens right away when these kind of things take place, when these kind of things grow like a virus, is that language gets distorted. So one of the things I'm concerned about is they talk about law enforcement, and they can talk about law enforcement in the same breath as ICE, which is like a paramilitary gang. There's a difference between law enforcement and paramilitary gangs like exist in many countries. When there's civil war happening, right? Law enforcement is something else. Law enforcement has to follow certain rules. They have to come by and talk to those people. They have to try to be neutral. They have to not be outrageously aggressive, but we now have something different. The other place where language every day gets destroyed, and I can't even watch it, is Fox News. Let me hear fuck Fox News. Come on. I mean, there hasn't been any movement that I can tell, that I've heard about, and I've wanted it for years, to boycott them, to boycott their advertisers. I mean, we should be going after Fox News, because they really do influence a lot of people, and they're influencing them with absurd stuff. The third thing I want to say is this thing about checking out the angles on where Nicole was shot or how she was shot, checking out the angles of the ICE people. Who gives a shit? They shouldn't have been there. I mean, the point is that they had no right to be there. They had no right to go after a woman in her car. The police could have gone after her, not gone after her. They could have come up to her in a reasonably reasonable way, civilized way, and she would have. Yeah, he likes what I'm saying already. He likes what I'm saying. He can hear me. Yeah. So, they would have come over in a reasonable, civilized way, and she would not have been scared. I mean, who would not be scared with, what, 5? Was it 5 ICE people in all their outfit? I mean, anybody would. Who would not try to get away, all right? Who would not? So we don't need to look at angles, the angles thing. That's one of the things I dislike about how things proceed in this country. It always proceeds about little details and not about the big picture. Are we about the big picture or not? Are we about the big picture? Okay. And we're going to say Fox News is one of the terrible, terrible pictures, and it's big. And we're going to say fuck Fox News. Thank you. Okay.